Last year I was struggling to figure out if I belong in the sport, and now that I know I do, I want to be the best at it and I want to be the best at both. My big motivating factor is making the team. I've never medaled at a world championship, so that's something I want to prove to myself, is that I can be consistent and that I can do it again.
Yeah, I'm excited. I couldn't really sleep last night. I feel like I was just like tossing and turning. So yeah, I know, and it's the first meet.
That's so funny to me, like at this level of me that you can't sleep.
I don't know why.
Can I get an iced vanilla latte?
Can I grab a name?
Jasmine.
I am so surprised though that like you're seriously like got butterflies. To me, that is like so funny.
It's like the first day of school though. Like even whenever you're like a senior, you still get a little.
I didn't get that.
Okay, well you're not.
I didn't.
I'm Jasmine Moore, a long and triple jumper competing for Team USA.
America's premier horizontal jumper.
Jasmine Moore.
Jasmine Moore.
Jasmine Moore.
Here is Jasmine Moore.
Two-time Olympic medalist in the same Olympics. You're incredible.
One of the best horizontal jumpers in American history.
I live in Gainesville, Florida, and I train at the University of Florida. So the training group here at the University of Florida is really stacked. Just so much talent across the board, and so it's really nice to be around a lot of people with the same goal as you.
Yeah, the track was really nice. It made me really confident in my decision to come here instead, so I was happy.
I just can't wait to see you. That one video Nick sent me.
Going to get coffee with my dad before the meet always kind of helps me calm down, and it's just a fun thing that we do. We're really close, and obviously like they just want me to be happy and just enjoy it. So it's another thing that we get to do whenever we travel all across the world, is that's the one thing that kind of stays the same. Running as fast as you can, landing on one foot. That has to be quick, but then in between has to be patient, and then quick again, patient. That's the hardest part. Today you're coach. Today you gotta be good with the video.
I'm always good with the video.
And then send.
I'm always
exactly what he said, word for word.
I'm always good with the video.
Welcome to the New Balance Indoor Grand Prix. Here's the first American woman to medal in both horizontal jumps at the Olympic Games, Jasmine Moore.
Good on the board.
You just gotta bring it, like.
I told her.
I don't feel any extra pressure from anyone else. It's always the pressure I put on myself. I just have high goals, and so of course I just want to keep on achieving those goals I have.
Every time we start a new year, the first track meet, there's a lot of anxiety. With the success that she had in Paris, it was both freeing that, okay, I am that girl. I am capable of doing this at this level, but it's also now like, okay, I need to keep getting better. And that's why jazz is always so good, because it's like, all right, that was last year, that's gone, I need to be better.
Let's go, be aggressive.
All right, be aggressive.
Jasmine Moore, here she is. She's actually the first American woman to qualify for the Olympics in both of those horizontal jumps, let alone win a medal in them.
It was definitely nice just to have the crowd support, and to really just see people engage in the jumps was really nice.
Yeah, she's good.
The faces are good.
Yeah, the faces, you got
Right here. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Keep her posture up on second phase, and then she can.
There were things that I had been working on at practice that showed up, and I was aggressive on my right foot, which is sometimes, this is my foot that sometimes hurts. So overall, I was like happy that I went out there and I didn't think about, that foot.
Yeah, just keep being aggressive. All right.
It's definitely very nice to obviously have someone there to film you. My parents are always there, which is nice. Coach Nick, being able to call him up.
Push out, let's go! No pain. Got a W. I'll take it.
Congratulations. Now we're gonna take what we learned today and improve and get better first of the season. So we're not gonna have our head continue.
Jasmine has calibrated my eyes. Watching her compete, she's made it fun. So because Jasmine has tried to perfect it and wanted to be the best at it, it has drawn the whole family. I think we get more excited than, than she does.
I grew up with my mom, my dad, and my sister. We just grew up in a house that had a lot of love and everyone's been very supportive. I got into track and field because both my parents ran track in college. I remember just like seeing like pictures of my mom, and she was at the 92 Olympic trials, so like Jackie Joyner Kersey and stuff, and like my grandma has all of like those sheets and she like would write down my mom's marks. So that's kind of whenever I got into the long jump, just knowing that my mom did it.
Jasmine was the one to beat. And so it was fun to watch all the kids out there, but you could just see it was different for Jasmine. It was in those moments that I realized that she was good, and that I thought that this would be something that she could go on and do, you know, in middle school, high school, and even college.
I'm not even unpacked from from Boston. That'll probably be like a this weekend thing. I'm gonna tell my granny, you were like, who's Geraldine?
Because it had more weaver.
When I first went to college, I went to the University of Georgia. I was there for 2 years before I transferred to the University of Florida. My first semester of college was really difficult for me. I made that like choice at practice. I was like, okay, this is not fun getting beat up by like all the upperclassmen. And I think it was just an automatic switch like one day where I was like, I'm tired of this. When I wanted to take it more seriously, making a conscious effort of trying a little harder at practice, believing in myself, knowing that I'm capable of more than I think I am at sometimes. And my sophomore year is the year that I made the Olympics, so it was really on the up and up. I just kind of felt my momentum kind of shift from there on.
When she was winning and breaking records, we knew that we had a star on our hands.
When I transferred to the University of Florida, like it was automatically a better experience. So of course, like you have the sun and the palm trees, and I was surrounded by a bunch of people that wanted to be really great. I remember my junior year, I won 4 NCAA titles and then 4 SEC titles. I was kind of finally coming into my own as an athlete. I started winning more, I started having that confidence, and I think that's kind of helped me and start to believe then that I could, you know, be a professional track and field athlete. Once I knew I wanted to go pro and I started talking to agents in between my indoor and outdoor season, picked an agent, and I knew I was gonna go with Puma.
Now, see how now you have control? Mm-hmm. And you can line that up?
Yeah.
We didn't see that this weekend, right? Now here's the only thing. I think we can feel a little bit more vertical here.
I decided to stay here and train, one, because I'm familiar with it, and everything was going well. And I mean, it still is going well. I'm happy here, my friends are here, and my support system's here.
Yeah. See?
Yeah. This is the hardest part sometimes, is like actually getting out the pit. Ugh.
Obviously long and triple jump, it's a lot in your body, so gymnastics is a nice overall training and it breaks up schedule for jumps. Having a background in gymnastics and flipping around and all of that definitely helped me. I'm very aware of how to fix things that I need to, and it makes it a lot of fun when we get to go in the gymnastics room. I get to just flip around and really have fun.
Sometimes I think we're so worried about that you start
It
diving.
does go a little too
You know
far.
what I mean? And I don't want you to feel that dive. It probably is gonna feel really awkward.
Yeah.
But what's your name?
Jasmine Moore.
Thank you. It just means more, okay? It's very rare for an athlete to be that high level in both long and triple. It speaks to Jazz and her ability to switch back and forth between events and stay focused. I think she has a lot of great qualities, and that's why she's great, but I think particularly her resilience is probably one of her strongest.
I struggled a lot my first year pro because I didn't know if I belonged or if I could do this. With each big meet, I got better. And in the summer, it definitely started to click more right before Olympic trials.
And your Olympic trials champion, competing for Puma with a jump of 14.26, Jasmine Moore!
Olympic trials really kind of gave me the confidence that I could even medal at the Olympics.
Going to Paris and watching Jazz compete, I'm sorry. It was one of the best experiences. As a mom, to see your kid achieve her goals, and you hear her talk about always wanting to go and compete, it was just amazing.
Coach Nick writes us letters for every big track meet. And so I got like my 4th letter, and I just wanted to enjoy the moment and to compete one more time in front of such a huge crowd.
I think there's power in written word, and so my letter was more belief and confidence. To understand that you're strong, you're fast, you're prepared, you're highly trained. Like, go out there and just have fun and let your talent shine. She was the first American to medal in both long and triple jump and the 2nd woman in world history to do so.
I was just really proud of myself for accomplishing something that at that time in January I thought was impossible.
I know Jasmine is so capable. I'm excited to see her to continue to do well, on her journey as a professional athlete.
Now that I know I belong in the sport, I want to be the best at it and I want to be the best at both. And so that's something I want to prove to myself, is that I can be consistent and that I can do it again. We're in Fayetteville, Arkansas, and I'm competing in the long jump. I'm really excited to open up in long jump because I'll obviously have my training partners here, I'll have Coach Nick here, and I've been at this track for so long, probably since I was like 13, and I'm 23 now, so I'm very familiar with it.